Well, you joined the team, and you and Kurt wrestle a lot when you first get to WWE, including WCW title matches. You guys traded the title back and forth on Raw. Talk to us about how much you enjoy when you first get there working with Kurt Angle.
I mean, Kurt was one of the guys that I always, wanted to work. I was intimidated a little bit with Kurt.
You
But,
didn't show it.
but intimidation for me always worked for me. I always, nervous energy was something that I needed to actually be able to go out and perform. In every fight that I was in, when I was a kid, I might have started crying after, even if I beat the kid up.
Right, yeah.
I mean, because it's just the
So much
emotion.
emotion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of emotion there. But with Kurt, I said, man, I just got to be able to keep up with him. I said, man, if I could just keep up with him, I'd be okay. And that's the only thing I thought about when I went into the ring with Kurt was keeping up with him. And what that means is I know how good he is. I know how good of a wrestler he is. And I can't get drowned. I can't make it look like at one moment that I can't keep up with. I'm tired. I'm lagging. I'm, a lackluster. I got to make sure everything is solid. I'm gonna whack him as hard as I possibly can in certain instances. You know what I mean? But it was as real and as intense as it possibly could be. And the one thing about Kurt is, and I just wish we could have finished our story.
Oh God,
Kurt
geez.
and I, we was on the verge of having a classic match, and Charles Robinson, the referee, screwed it up by counting the 3 count, and Kurt and I don't know Kurt realized this, but we never worked again after that.
No, we didn't, man. I was so mad because we had a great program going. We had the first match, you won. We had the second match that I was supposed to win, and then we are going to have the rubber match, and the ref counted the wrong finish, and you ended up winning the second match, and it was the end of the program. It was crazy.
The one thing I remember in that match was when he counted 3, the way you looked at him and the way I looked at him. And then what was crazy was I had to put my hands up because I just
I know. Look, you know what? What I couldn't believe is that you acted like you just won, and we were both shocked, like, holy shit. They called the wrong finish, and you were celebrating. And I was like, this guy improvises, man.
I had to go into it. I'm like, I'm happy, but I was so mad. Still to this day, every time I see Charles Robinson, I remind him of that. I swear to God, still to this day, this many years later, every time I see him, I remind him that he screwed up, perhaps the best match, my career.
Poor Robert.